Don't look now, but an electronic pet named Dog E is already a holiday hit. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. With us from WowWee is VP of Marketing and Operations, Andrew Yanofsky. Hi, Andrew.
Hey, Fred, how are you?
Great. Wonderful to see you. And it seems like the accolades just keep coming in for your minted, M-I-N-T-I-D, Dog E, your fun and unique robotic pet. You're among Time's best inventions of 2023. There's the Good Housekeeping Toy of the Year. You're on all the hot toy lists. And you call this the 1 in a million robotic dog. And I'm going to let you explain that and show us here.
So thank you. We're really excited about Doggy. He is, or she, depending on, your choice, but this unbelievable robot dog. And basically what we wanted to do with it was deliver the same magic of bringing a real puppy home, right? And with a real pup, you never know what the personality is going to look or feel like. Each dog is unique, and how you play with it shapes the personality of the dog. And we wanted to bring that to life in a robot dog in a really fun and fresh way. And so the way we do that is everyone starts off with the same white dog. This collar would have been a surprise. And inside the box, you have a surprise collar. Mine over here is pink and purple. And I have a little bone that has a magnet inside, so it can reach onto Doggy's mouth. And when I turn Doggy on, Doggy comes to life. And you can see here his eyes are little half moons. But I have another doggy behind me. And this doggy has circles. So you never really know which personality, which shape eyes, lights, colors, sounds that your doggy is going to have when you open it for the first time. And Doggy, what's really fun about him is he talks with his tail. So the way he does that is, here's an example. I'll pet his head and he starts wagging his tail. But when I pet him enough, he's showing me XO on his tail because he's showing me the love because I'm showing him the love.
That's really terrific, because all dog owners know that dogs really do talk with their tails, don't they? We got to watch the tail to see what kind of mood they're in, et cetera. And you've taken that and run with it, right?
So it's really cool. It's actually a technology that's been around for a really long time, and it's pretty simple. It's called persistence of vision, and it's in his tail. And by making the tail move really quickly, I'm just going to turn it off so you can hear me properly. By making the tail move really quickly, we can display messages on Doggy's tail. And that's just through lights and motion. But the application of that technology into the tail of a robot dog is like totally fresh, and no one's done that before. And it makes for a great user interface for a young kid or a parent or a tech fan to interact and understand emotions and what the dog needs.
It seems that this can appeal to a wide range of ages and boys and girls too, right?
Yeah, we see it as like really like the toy for the whole family. And what I mean by that is like kids as young as 4 or 5 can get a great experience with Doggy right out of the box, right? So they turn it on and Doggy comes to life, and it has sensors in its head, and I can pick him up and he can give me kisses and wag its tail, and I can play tug of war. And there's also a lot of different games built right into Doggy that I can access by pushing the touch sensors on the sides of its body. So it's super easy to use, and because it's so interactive and it moves and it's frenetic and it feels lifelike, it's accessible to kids as young as 4 or 5. But we also built this unbelievable app where you can customize your Doggy, change its lights, its sounds, its personality. You can name it. You can send messages directly from the app to the tail. So I can write, for instance, "Hi Fred" on the tail, and Doggy would display that. There's programming. And it's a platform that we can add new features to for many years to come. So that way we keep it fresh and we keep kids coming back to it. And that sort of advanced technology, I think, really helps cater to a much older kid too. So works right out of the box, but because of the depth of the technology, it appeals to kids 12 and, you know, even big kids, kidults, robot fans alike.
And what kinds of games? You mentioned that you play games.
Yeah. So for instance, one of the games I'm going to play right here. Here's my app. It's searching for doggy. I'm going to go ahead and connect. So I press his nose to connect. And now I'm logged into my dog. And here's his little home screen. So these are all the icons. And I have different ones. So this way I know how to take care of my doggy. So if he's hungry, I have 3 more, you know, lights on the hungry meter. So I can probably feed him a snack, or maybe he has to go to the bathroom. It looks like he's about to poop because he's pretty low on those lights. And I can go into the menu here to play and interact in different ways. So one of the games, let's see, let's take him to the vet. So now doggy's all green. All of his lights turn green, and it looks like doggy has fleas. And on the dog here, there's all these little fleas, and I have to pop them as fast as I can. And as I pop them, now doggy's feeling better. So little mini games like this that are interactive between app and dog. And then without the app, there's, you know, games like we have one called Ultimate Nose Boot, where basically you have to press the nose as many times as you can in 10 seconds, and then doggy will display how many times you've touched his nose on his tail with a number. So he'll say 61 if you're really good.
That's terrific. And there's a little learning involved then too.
Exactly. So one of the ways we do that is, I'm going to pull up programming mode. So here are blocks that I can put in sequence, and I can drag some icons to the top of his tail. So I can say, first, what we're going to do is we are going to get a little bit angry, but then we're going to play some music. And then you're going to be partying. And then you're going to be feeling pretty happy and excited. And so each of these little blocks have corresponding actions. And when I hit play, doggy will run through them. So now he's angry with the red lights. Now he's showing me musical notes on his tail. Now he's happy. And soon he's going to be showing me his love with the hearts.
That's a little bit of STEM, some coding there.
We kind of wanted to disguise STEM. We wanted to trick kids into STEM by playing, you know, by teaching doggy tricks, basically.
Tell me the story behind doggy.
So basically, we have been, as you see behind me, making innovative robots for many, many years, since the early 2000s. And there's what we call like play patterns that are like pretty evergreen, you can say. And robot dogs have been around since, you know, forever. As an example, this will be cool. These are robot dogs we've made over the years. This was Rex, this is Chip, and this is the most modern doggy. And kids love dog play. And a lot of kids want real dogs, and for whatever reason, families aren't ready to say yes. And so robot dogs are kind of like this quintessential toy. And one of our customers phoned us up and they said, you know what, like there's a gap in the market. There's nothing out there that's new or fresh in robot dogs that's been developed or made. So do you guys think you can, you know, maybe take that on or work on one? And we said, for sure. And the way we approached it is a little bit different from our heritage. So these big robots behind me, these are like, they were developed with a NASA scientist, and they cost quite a bit of money when we took them to market. A lot of them were $150 or $200. And we often say at WowWee these days, like, we can make pigs fly. Literally, we could probably develop and engineer a flying pig that you can control with a remote control. But sometimes folks just want a really cute pig that like squeaks and oinks and moves and is endearing. And the value and the price value trade-off is something that we're really mindful of as we make innovative new toys. So with Doggy, we said, okay, how can we make a lovable robot? How can we deliver on totally customizable, and each one is unique, just like real dogs, but how can we do that at a price that is more accessible than our history and kind of what the consumer robotics industry is used to putting out? So that was our challenge. And we worked really hard with our engineering teams and our factories and marketing, and all of us kind of in a room working across these different departments, having tough conversations about what features to include, what features to take out, to really deliver a magical experience, but to do it at a price that's right.
And you've come in under $80, right?
Yep. So Doggy retails for $79.99. And right now, actually, it's available for $69.99 because it's Christmas, and our customers are excited about it and are trying to, raise the profile of the item. So any customers looking for deals ahead of Black Friday are going to be happy that they can, get that additional $10 off before supply runs out.
Looking at that wall behind you and thinking about the success that WowWee has had through the years, what do you think some of the reasons are behind your ability to kind of knock it out of the park time and again?
I think it has a lot to do with two things. So one is innovation. We've always done our best to raise the bar with new toy products that we put out. And it shows when it goes to market. When you innovate and when you develop, instead of just kind of like refreshing or, the customer sees it, the trade sees it. I think really it starts with innovation. Customers are looking for innovation. I think the other part of it is value. So it's like this tension between value for the money and what's new. Why is it cool? Why should I notice it? Why should I care? And I think what WowWee's done really well over the years is, because those are two extremes, right? As you try and make value and check that box, sometimes that's at odds with innovation and how new something can be, or how fresh or how expensive the components delivering that freshness can be. So you really have to kind of work within that tension. And I think the team at WowWee has done a phenomenal job over the years, straddling that bar.
As far as the play is concerned, how long can a child or family play without needing to? Does it take new batteries, or is it rechargeable? Or?
The Doggy's rechargeable, which is great. And play, I think, lasts for like upwards of 90 minutes or 2 hours of continuous. Like if you had Doggy on and you didn't turn it off and you were playing nonstop, I think battery would probably go for 90 to 2 hours. But often what we've seen is Doggy's played with kind of like in spurts. So like you'll play 20 minutes and you'll turn it off and you'll go back to it, back and forth. So its battery life is really great. And like I said, like when that runs out, it's as simple as just there's a little hatch here with the on button and a little plug that you can plug Doggy into the wall.
Just terrific. Well, congratulations to you and the whole team there, Andrew. Really wonderful.
Thanks very much.
Should folks go to wowwee.com to learn
Folks
more?
should go to wowwee.com for any more information, and to your nearest Target or Amazon if you're interested in checking Doggy out to unbox a different kind of pup under the tree this Christmas.
And the supplies, you think you'll be able to hold up?
We think so. I think it's going to be tight as we get closer to Christmas, but should be, I would say get it while it's hot for sure.
Terrific. Andrew Yanofsky, thank you for spending time with us.
Thank you, Fred.